Well, let's continue with the examples. So in the last video, I showed you how to start using XpoWebApi. In this case, we're talking about the ASP.NET Core part because we have a legacy part also for Net Framework, for the full Net Framework. And well, in this case, what we're going to learn is how to include multiple data stores in the same server. So basically, here we have the same example that we were using before, and I'm going to extend it a little bit. So we expose two databases instead of one. Okay, so let's go to the server. That's basically done in the server. So in here we have already the connection string that is serving one data layer, and then 002 that is serving another data layer. So this includes a new one. This will be 003. I mean, you can name it as you want. I just put that name because it's easy to remember. And here also the same. Okay, so in this case we're exposing two different in-memory data store. Actually, we're exposing three because one, the ID is connection string. So in here we have three already, and we start with two anyway. But I just wanted to be congruent in the naming, so that's why we have 02 is one. The first that we used was named 02, and then 03 will be the second one. And you can put as much as you want here, I mean as many as you need. Of course, that will decrease the performance a little bit if you have like 10,000 or like 1,000, I don't know. That basically will depend on the server. But serving more than one, maybe 5, 6, 10, is I don't think it's that much of a problem. Okay, so that's everything for the server. So let's go to the client application, and in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract this. I just need actually this. I'm going to extract a method. Thanks, Mark Miller, for this and the code rush team. I love it. So rename this will be get initializer. Okay, so let's go to that method. And let's do something in here. We just need to change one parameter. So the parameter that we need to change is the ID. So let's promote this to a parameter. No, I think this is what we need to promote to a parameter. Just that text. No, but it's getting all the lines, so let's do it like this. String data store ID, and we will pass this here. Okay, so far so good. Both have the same type, which is person, and both are running on the same server, so that I will not change. So here this will be 001, and let's do another one with 002, and this will call actually those are not the names. It's 2 and 3. This should be 2. This should be 3 here. I mean, it doesn't have to be those names, but I like when they match the ID. on the connection string. So we have 2 and 3, and in the settings we have 2 and 3. Good. So okay, so this is what we had before. So we are creating 2 persons. That person is me and my brother. Then we are creating a collection, and then we are going over the collection to see that the data is there. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that also in a method. And here, okay, so let's see, what we're going to do is we're going to name this to person 1, and this will be person 2. It took me more time to just refactor the example to show you that we have 2 data layers than setting them up. It just was 1 line on the config file. And I mean, here I'm showing it will be the same code, but it will run twice, one for each data store. Okay, so let's, this will be promote to parameter. So this will be person 1 name and person 2 name. Okay, so basically now we have split our code into functions, so we can call them more than 1 time. And okay, here in the number 3, what we're going to do is, let's see, here we have Javier and Rafael. Okay, so basically we're going to create 2 different persons on each store, and then we will write them in the console basically. So as you will see that when I run the first instance of the create data method, what it will happen, it will show just 2 persons, Jose Manuel and Rocco, and then the second time will show Javier and Rafael. So I mean, you will see that in the second time there are only 2 persons actually, not 4, because we are not writing to the same data store. Each time we write into a different one, and we are passing that here. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, so that's the weather forecast controller. Let's do the XpoWebApi to make sure that it's working. And yes, it's working. It says right there. Okay, so let's start to run something here. Okay, first it's going to register the provider. Then we create now we have the 2 data stores. So this is the first one. And let's check the console. Here we have my brother and I. Then in this case we will add Rafael and Javier, and that's it. So basically each of them was in their own data store, and the case is that when I add Javier and Rafael, you didn't see me or my brother in the same data store because they were in separate data stores. So you can have as many as you want, and I think this is a really neat case, especially if you want to have, for example, a XAF application, the same application that connects to different databases. Then we will do an example with XAF, but I just want to do all the simple examples first, and then I don't know what will be the third example. This is the second one. The third example might be tokens, but who knows? I'm trying to do as easy as I can. I mean, to not scare anyone on how to use this. As you see, it's like really simple. But anyway, again, you can, if you have any doubts or questions, you can send us a message or write in the comment of the videos in the GitHub repository, or basically through our websites. You will see the information of our websites at the beginning of the video. So, well, that's it. So take care, guys, and see you on the next video. Bye.